It is Scott Darby Bonsai. Today we're taking a look at two different adapters for the EFM system. We have the official adapter, the EF EOS M adapter, and a Fotodiox Pro adapter. So they basically take EF lenses and put them on the standard EFM mount. Let's start off with build quality. They have a very similar design on the exterior. They both do have metallic mounts, however the Fotodiox appears to be some type of different style of metal, different type of metal to it. On the front, they're both very similar, but of course with the Canon one, same situation as in the back. On the front, it's got a higher quality metal, it's probably brass, and with the Fotodiox, it is some type of metal, but a different type. The inside of the adapter is actually very important. I did some testing, of course, which we'll get to, but you're looking on the insides, the actual Canon one is a little bit more matte finish, the other one is more reflective, because when we get to the sample photos, I did see some reflections with the Fotodiox at certain angles. Even looking at the threaded connection on the bottom of the mounts, you can see that the Canon one is higher quality, a more reflective metal, probably chromed very nicely. So if you care about fit and finish, I think they're both decent, but the Canon one is definitely higher quality. I did get one comment from the Fotodiox people about their adapters, and apparently there are two different versions. One version that supports the EFS lenses, and the second version does not. I don't know if there is any difference with the reflections and all that with the two different adapters, but basically there are two different kinds. The big question is, do you want to spend more to get the official adapter or the Fotodiox? When I was doing the video testing, I didn't see any huge differences between the two. They both had some issues in some of the video and not in others. If you're unfamiliar with the system and how these adapters work, basically you can put EF lenses on the front, they connect to the EFM mount through this adapter, and you get the right registration distance with the adapter itself, because the old DSLR lenses are a different registration distance compared to the EFM lenses. The photos, it seemed just fine with both of them. But I did notice with, of course, the Fotodiox, that reflection issue. It's got a little bit more reflectivity to the plastic inside the adapter. That's where those reflections are likely coming from. So maybe there is something you could do with this to avoid that or limit it, but it's going to be a DIY solution. If you're the type that wants to buy multiple adapters and just keep them on your EF lenses, that's a good idea to do. Sometimes it's a little quicker to deal with things, and in this case, if you buy the Fotodiox or similar third-party ones, it's just a lot cheaper. Now, if you don't have situations where you're going to have reflection issues, I mean, that's just a good option to buy something cheaper. With the Canon adapter, of course, you're getting higher build quality, which is very nice, but in general, they seem to work similarly. Actually, the reason I have this Fotodiox one is because I bought the M5 used on eBay, and this was included with that kit. Of course, it's just basically a pass-through from the EF lens to the EFM mount. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot. Likes and shares help out a lot as well. Thanks again.